When I tell you what this judge did to children and infants as young as 2 weeks old, you're gonna absolutely lose it. Now, I made a post about him last week, but since then, I have received a copy of the court documents, and the details of what's in there almost made me sick. Okay, so let's get into it. On Tuesday, September 16th, federal agents arrested the Charleston County, South Carolina magistrate judge, 68-year-old James Gosnell Jr. This was after they filed an 18-page criminal complaint alleging that he possessed CSAM, and not just that, but wait for it. Homeland Security investigations began probing him after receiving a tip from the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. The tip was regarding several PayPal transactions to a known distributor of CSAM in the UK. That PayPal account came back to his name, his physical address, email address, IP address, phone number, everything. There were actually several different accounts, and they all came back to him. So when they went to talk to him, he asked them if they knew who he was, and they said that yes, they did. And they told him why they were there, and he actually led them to a USB drive that was plugged into his laptop and told them it would have hundreds of images and videos of CSAM, and it did. So they ended up seizing that flash drive plus 13 additional, his iPhone, computers, all kinds of electronics. And let me tell you some of the things they found. So they discovered that he had made friends with other people who share similar interests as him. The prosecutor said that their conversations contained unimaginably explicit information and details about how they plan to SA children together. One of the conversations between Gosnell and that man talk about him traveling to Florida, and then the two of them jointly grape, take the G off, and torturing the guy's nephew's infant son. They found conversations where he is literally bragging about previous SAs, including graping a 5-month-old baby that lives in his neighborhood. Get ready for this one, you guys. Oh my God. He told this guy about babysitting his neighbor's 3-month-old daughter. Apparently their babysitter had bailed on them that night and he volunteered. Now, I'm going to use code words here, but he told this man that when he was babysitting this 3-month-old little baby girl, he ate her puh and ah, and he 7 times, and she looked like a glazed donut. Can you imagine being the parents of that little girl or the others and finding out that this happened to your baby? Another thing they found was he had sent this man a selfie of himself with a 2-year-old little girl saying, "My new buddy," and later claimed that he had SA'd that child just a couple weeks prior. There were conversations between him and that other man where he talks about going to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, where he allegedly bought a 2-year-old and 5-year-old child, and he told that man that he backdoor graped the 5-year-old. And he had sent this other PDF individual a photo of himself with a 2-week-old baby, admitting that he had orally SA'd that baby. They also found that this judge would hold Zoom meetings where he would actually teach other PDFs the tricks of the trade. Oh, and you know how I said that he went to Mexico to buy a 2-year-old and 5-year-old? Well, they found out that he traveled internationally in late summer of 2025, so not that long ago. And it doesn't say what he did there, but I think it's safe to assume why he went. Now, all of that stuff is just from the conversations he had with other people. The photos and videos are even worse. And this is a judge, somebody who's in a position of high power. When I tell you they lurk everywhere, they're everywhere. Now, the court documents with the details, I have them uploaded onto my Facebook, Abby Blabby True Crime and News, if you want to go over there and read them, but they're obviously horrendous.